the first point I wanted to make about why it was these oddballs, these outsiders, is going to sound sort of cliched, but necessity truly is the mother of invention. So George Mitchell had to find natural gas, so he forced his guys, he pushed his guys, and they figured out how to make it happen in this spot in Texas. Sharif Suki's company was falling apart, so yeah, he could have thrown in the towel, but that's not fun either. So he said, guys, let's figure out how to refit our terminals and export natural gas and get the approvals and figure out deals and get the backing and that kind of stuff. So these guys had their backs against the wall, unlike Exxon. So Exxon was still doing fine. So yeah, I criticize them for not realizing that there was a revolution under its nose that was going to happen in this country. But in the end, they were fine. It's not like they're going under, and they're making lots of money still. So those guys, and it's a little bit like like Merck and some others who their R&D isn't what it used to be. When you get big, it's just harder to be flexible. It's easier for an EOG to gobble up acreage rather under the noses of the bigger guys for those reasons. And again, upstarts in general are better than giants at innovating. I mean, you look at things like Google. Microsoft had a search effort to do search years ago, and they kind of didn't do anything with it, and they allowed Google to kind of step in there. I guess the last point, well, two other points. I believe in the importance of market signals in capitalism. I think it's really important that these guys had incentive to do what they did. They wanted to change the country, but they also wanted to get really, really rich. And I'm among those who are concerned about the income inequality in this country, but this system also does create incentives for remarkable things and remarkable change. So along with the bad comes a lot of good, and I think it's no coincidence that this revolution happened in America, which is still the bastion of capitalism. And there's also entrepreneurs in this country that still wake up every day and they want to find oil, they want to get rich, they want to be on the cover of the Wall Street Journal or something like that. And as long as it's done without hurting others and hurting the environment, then that's a good thing. And I also think that there's a real reminder. This era and this book reminds me, it's been very reassuring in some ways about this country and very discouraging about the country. So it's reassuring to me in that America gets all kinds of criticism for not innovating anymore. And smart guys, smarter than I, have made that criticism. But traveling the country as I've done to Oklahoma and Texas and Louisiana and North Dakota and Pennsylvania, you get away from the coasts and you see a resilience in this country. And it's really impressive, and they're young people making a good amount of money, making over $100,000 a year without a lot of education, working really hard overtime. People from all over the country are flocking to North Dakota. If you ever have a chance to go to Williston, it's one of the most fascinating cities in the world. It's unbelievably cold. It makes this place look warm today. In the winter, in the summer, it's hot and it's dirty and it's ugly, but it's like a magnet for capitalism, and in a good way. You have people that don't want to be on the dole. They don't want to be owing money, and they get in a truck and they get in a car and they drive to North Dakota to get a job.